Let's be honest, a lot of us have jobs where we have to deal with data, right? But the thing is, very few of us were ever formally taught a structured way to actually analyze it. Well, in this explainer, we're going to fix that with a super simple three-step framework that turns ChatGPT into your own personal data analyst. And the best part? You need absolutely zero technical skills.
So picture this. A colleague suddenly leaves, and you inherit one of their spreadsheets. It's just packed with data, but you've got no context, no notes, nothing. You're just staring at this wall of numbers and text.
It's kind of a paralyzing feeling, isn't it? The biggest question is just, where do you even start? Well, that's exactly the question we're here to answer. Here's our game plan. We'll kick things off by talking about this common data problem. Then I'll introduce you to the DIG framework. We'll walk through each of the three steps: description, introspection, and goal setting, one by one. And by the end, you'll have what feels like a new analytics superpower. You know that feeling when you first open a dataset and your understanding is at absolute zero? Our goal is to build a bridge from that initial confusion all the way to finding real, actionable insights. And this framework, this is the bridge. So the solution is a framework I call DIG. It's simple, it's memorable, and it's incredibly powerful because it lets you use ChatGPT as your guide. Think of it like having a data analyst sitting right there next to you, ready to do all the heavy lifting. The DIG framework is just an acronym for three distinct steps. D is for description, which is all about understanding what you have in front of you. I is for introspection, where you brainstorm what the data might be able to tell you. And G is for goal setting, which focuses your analysis on a single, clear objective. These three are the pillars of the whole process. First, we understand the data's contents. Then, we explore its potential. And finally, we define a clear target for our analysis. This structure makes sure you never get lost in the numbers. Okay, let's dive into step one, description. To make this really practical, we're going to use a real data set with information about shows and movies on Apple TV+. Right now, our goal is simple: understand what is in this file as quickly as possible.
So we'll start by uploading our file to ChatGPT and using this exact prompt. What's so great about this prompt is how it's designed. It forces the AI to look at every single column and give us just one easy-to-digest sample from each. This is so much more efficient than you trying to scroll through thousands of rows yourself. Next up, and this part is absolutely crucial, we need to check the data's health. With this prompt, we're explicitly asking ChatGPT to act like a quality inspector. We want it to flag anything that looks weird, missing information, strange formats, or outliers, before we even think about basing any analysis on it. And here's the kind of thing you get back. The AI gives you this nice, clean table showing the percentage of missing values for each column. We can see, okay, some missing titles, some directors, but one of these numbers really jumps out. And this right here perfectly shows the power of that last prompt. We immediately find out that the available countries column is almost entirely empty. So what does that mean? It means any analysis based on geography is completely off the table. This one little finding just saved us from wasting hours going down a dead end. So by the end of the description step, we've already achieved our goal. We have a solid overview of the dataset structure, and we've already uncovered a critical limitation. We've gone from 0% understanding to having a real handle on what we're working with. Now let's build on that with step 2, introspection. We know what data we have, so the next goal is to brainstorm all the interesting questions we could potentially answer with it. This is where we ask the AI to get creative with us. This prompt is fantastic because it does two things at once. First, it helps bring up insights that we might not have thought of on our own. And second, it works as a quick check. If the AI generates good, relevant questions, we know it has a solid understanding of the data. If the questions are a little off, we know we need to clarify things. And just look at the quality of questions it can come up with. These aren't just simple data queries. These are genuine business questions. You could easily imagine the content team at Apple asking these exact same things to help shape their strategy. Now this prompt, this is a personal favorite from the source material. It's incredibly smart because it proactively identifies the gaps in our dataset. It helps us manage expectations for ourselves and for our boss about what insights are possible, and just as important, what insights are not. And this slide sums up the outcome perfectly. We can see what genres are most common in the catalog, but we can't tell which ones are the most watched because we just don't have viewership data. This kind of clarity is essential for any good analysis.
Okay, on to our final and most important step, goal setting. This is where we move from exploration to action. And analysis without a clear goal might be interesting, but it's rarely useful. This step ensures our work directly addresses a specific need. Here's a perfect example of a goal-oriented prompt. We're essentially giving ChatGPT a mission briefing. We're not just asking for random facts, we're telling it why we're doing the analysis. This helps the AI prioritize what's important and ignore everything else.
In response, the AI doesn't just give us an answer, it gives us a roadmap. It breaks down our complex goal into a clear step-by-step action plan. It suggests building a genre scorecard and even layering in trend velocity, things a non-analyst would probably never have thought to do.
And this is the payoff. By following that focused plan, you can uncover an insight this powerful. This isn't just a fact, it's a strategic recommendation backed by multiple data points. It's the kind of insight that leads to real business decisions.
So let's quickly summarize what makes this DIG framework so effective and how it gives you what really feels like a new analytical superpower.
So what's the bottom line? The DIG framework levels the playing field, allowing anyone to conduct a structured data analysis. It's a simple, repeatable process you can start using today. And most importantly, it transforms ChatGPT from a simple tool into a true partner for your data exploration. You now have the framework and the prompts to go from a confusing spreadsheet to a clear, actionable insight. So the only question left is the one on your screen. What hidden insights are just waiting to be discovered in your data?